Thank you. Now, today I will say that perhaps I will struggle, but appreciate my struggle. And I'm going to take this opportunity to first of all thank Dadamak Foundation for the first time platforming an area for people who really tell the story for Africa. For that reason, I would like to say thank you to the co-founder and the founder of Dadamak. And for me, I want us to take us a little bit back of what exactly is happening in our world. Before I decided what I wanted to tell you, I changed my mind a million times because I didn't know what to tell you. Okay? I just felt, let me come here and tell you what it is for me. So, my platform here was for working in UK and Africa. So I will tell you, sadly, the good bits and the bad bits. My interest as a person, because I'm a person. My name is Juliet Makapila, and I was born to my father, who was my deceased father, who was the chairman of Diversity in Kenyan Community, which I will be talking about, okay? My interest really deep down in my heart is how do we tackle and alleviate poverty in Kenya, Africa, and United Kingdom, because I live in United Kingdom, and so do you. So I appreciate and I value the people of Western because I feel that Africa has grown, but it's got its problems and it's got all kinds of challenges because perhaps we don't even understand how to solve those problems. So my interest has been in sustainability, security and peace, mentoring and coaching, health, embracing diversity. And for that matter, that is why I became the founder of Diversity in Community. I met Pamela through a good friend, actually in a pub, because British people enjoy drinking beer. And so I picked up the habit of going into the theatre, and obviously there I met somebody called Stephen Cardinal. And while I was sitting down there, the one thing that Stephen captured my eyes was transforming lives. And I said, transforming lives? What do you transform? Because my mission statement is transforming lives. And that is how our discussion began, in a theatre. I will tell my story of what this meant to me. This meant that I was actually perhaps looking for that platform, as it is in here today, to see that we could tell the stories of what I capture, my mother's stories. When I go home, my mom's live in Kenya, in a village called Njoro, where I went to school. Kilimo Primary is a primary school, and I went to secondary school there, and I come in here and I graduated, as many of us diasporas would have done here. So my main home is, I reside in Britain, which is my main place. So indirectly I'm British now, but I also favor, and I would perhaps a little bit be prejudiced. I would love Kenya to grow up, but all across Africa like everybody else. But on top of that, I value the people of United Kingdom, because what I want to see most is development both across the country. So why do I describe myself as a community innovator and transformer? I felt that the idea behind sustainability, sadly, has missed out the stories of real people. And for that reason, I felt today I will say thank you, because you've been here and you've been the first audience in about, I don't know how many years, to actually tell the story of the people who long for those development, who long to actually change, to create those changes that we here in United Kingdom value so much. And those people are missed out because of all kind of bureaucracies and all kind of whatever, you know. Me and Pamela have got another different kind of research going on, but that's another time, you know, I'll tell you another day. But many thanks. Any questions? I will be sitting down in a table. Just before I go, I keep forgetting. Today I decided to tell more about myself, because most of the time I would be struggling to actually, I would be wanting to tell people about the programs I run on the ground. That's what I'm telling people. People don't get to hear about what it is I'm trying to solve. People get to hear about the feeding programs that you will see, like perhaps what Pamela has been doing for John Dada. People get to see about the agriculture products that people are trying to improve. People get to see about alleviating or trying to improve the water boreholes and whatever. That's what you get to see in the media. But you don't get to see the people who come up with those projects. You don't really, I mean, I'll give you a simple example before I sit down. In my paper here, I'm holding about 51 different projects. Some of those projects that you've actually seen, some of them started with people like myself, but you only see Olympics, you only see BBC, when those people are right at the top. I don't know if anybody has ever thought, actually, what is the journey of that person before that person came here? Because that is the issues right down on the local grassroots, and it is people like myself who bring them to your views, to bring them, but we forget ourselves and we remove ourselves from that distance, but we don't get funded. It is actually that £1 that I sacrificed when I was drinking with perhaps my friend Stephen Padmore that has actually brought life to the very same people. So I don't want us to kill the founders and the innovators. And what I'm asking for you to consider today while you're sitting down here is real international development that actually transforms the whole way the whole funding streamline is given. And I'm not going to say we are perfect, because we also need the help. And the biggest help that we need, while I'm busy trying to account for accountability, transparency, the targets, the performance, the what, my head is buzzing. All I can pick up the phone is say, Pamela, and somebody's upset me to tell me, have I thought about somebody to give me computers of computer aid or something like that? Excuse me, don't you think I've thought about that already? Don't you think I've started? Don't you think that I have already? Perhaps you need to ask me, what is it? Let me tell you, why I was late today, I took photographs of the very same person. I thought, let me show you. I have the evidence of showing you the people who make the community. It is right in front of your eyes. You don't need another 200 million to go and spend to look for these people. They are right in front of your eyes. We know them. We know the Makelas. We know the Macapillas. We know my mother, who was the DEO, District Education of a District Agriculture Officer or whatever, who tells me what is supposed to be corrected, because I talk to her every day. Please, let me beg you. You are the people who change that. I can talk, but there is no audience without you, without people like yourself. And sadly, sometimes, like it or not, we have to work together. And perhaps I have learned something. I have learned that my methods of the way I have been trying to approach things I've struggled. And I've struggled for many years because I'm trying to tell the stories of these people. And so has Pamela struggled. And so will he struggle. And so will John Dada struggle, because he's the main person on the ground trying to lead those projects on the ground. And we don't have any resources for that matter. So when you hear us waffling, most of you will say waffle, and we talk too much, and we do all this. Yes, we do, because we value people. And we value those people because it is their livelihoods we are trying to improve. It is their livelihood that we are trying to bring out, so that we all have security and peaceful resolutions for everybody around us. Thank you.